is what's going on, everybody? Jersey here from windowcleaner.com. Starting the morning off with some technical glitches. What's going on, man?
Like always. What changed with this program that all of a sudden it doesn't you can't do it anymore?
It's like startup. They changed like the whole format, so like it should just be able to like click a button, and now there's 30 things to do before you have to click a button to do the thing. So
Oh geez.
anyway, what's going on? Steve Fishgrund is first. Mr.
Steve.
Print himself.
If you need something printed, Steve's your man.
Yes.
Flashy business cards. Huh?
He's just a good dude too. He's a little shorter, you know, a little on the short side, but he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
A little shorter. Speaking of a little shorter, I was listening to the Mark Tanner Squeegee Life podcast yesterday and today. Amazing show. It was actually really good. I forget. I don't always listen. I'm sorry, TJ and Mark, but it's so funny.
It popped up, and you know what it was Thad Eckhoff, the FTE himself, was like, "Hey, where's the podcast?" And that happened to be up, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's like Wednesday at 8. That's cool." So I got to check it out too, and yeah.
Mark was surprised at how big you are.
How big I am? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I must have missed that part, but yeah, he's
way bigger than he thought you would be.
Yeah, when I saw him in real life, he's built like a cinder block. Like if he lays on the side, he's the same size as if he like stands up. Like,
I get that impression from him.
I could punch him as hard as I wanted, like and he would just be like, he's just
old school worker.
He's not getting blown over in the wind, that's for sure.
Nice.
But anyway, so in your absence, we actually had Chris Lamborghinis. I don't know if you've heard of him. Come on the show, and he did this a lot. We're like, oh, so yeah, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, yeah.
His desk must be lower.
Yeah. But no, it was good. It was good to have him. You know, what's funny is that he used to be in the limelight all the time, and he's kind of not anymore. So,
yeah.
Ooh, what is that?
It's a little chip Chris brought back from the IWCA. Looks like Titan was handing them out.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Fun little stuff like this just like collects on my desk.
Yeah. I had the Justin Monk one from the Huge.
I still have that.
Nice.
My Ettore mug. I love Ettore.
Look at Ettore. Ettore is just a great company. You know what was cool was that Mrs. Ettore, which her name is now something different. That was like her maiden name, I think. But
Diane Smolik.
Yeah, like she's like still involved and around, and it was. I didn't even know. I didn't know like the original family was like still just in it. She still answers phones and is like, "Hey."
Mm-hmm. She's there early as hell too, man. I will fire off an email. We're East Coast, Ettore's West Coast. I'll fire off an email, and like 10:30 my time, I get a reply from Diane. It's awesome. She just likes being around. She's great, man. She is the sweetest woman. You talk to her, she's just like. She just exudes like a fun mom,
like genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, well, very cool. Yeah, it was good. I know you were gone, so you missed that, but there was a lot of comments and things, so it was very cool. And by the way, if you guys are watching,
allegedly,
comment anything you want to see equipment-wise. Ask questions. Just say, "Hey, what's up?" Like Steve Fishgrund did, and that is what helps us track well on these too. So
totally, yeah. And let's say that's our gauge of should we just stop doing this, or forge ahead.
Now, Austin Moore did not say again whose beard he's talking about, but it might be yours.
You might grow like a red beard, Josh.
Might be, yeah. I know. What's up? I've been recording all morning, so I'm like super flushed. I turned my light down so I don't scare the kids. But other than that, yeah, what's up, Austin? Thanks for sharing and saying what's going on. And Kevin Hargis. I met Kevin also. You know what was really funny?
You met Kevin at the Huge too, no?
No, and I didn't even like. He was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And like, shook his hand. I'm like, "Hey," you know. And then like, he looks so familiar, and I don't remember who else I was talking to. He's like, "Oh yeah, there's Kevin," and I'm like, "Kevin." And as soon as he said his first name, I was like, "Kevin Hargis." So yeah. And be like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't like. My brain didn't register it because
didn't connect." Didn't connect. Yeah. TJ said that Mark said there were a ton of Flomies there. Kevin's a big time flow me.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, Into the Flow Facebook group people, they were there. So it's always cool to see like people you haven't seen in a while, even if I'm like forgetful in who they are. It's super super cool. What's up to Anthony? What's going on, man? He said, "What gents?"
The IWCA said they're going to be in Vegas next year, right?
Yeah. Did you hear that you'll be there yet?
Yeah.
That you and I are going to be doing the booth there, so that'll be fun. IWCA is a different vibe as far as who's there, people, and things, but it's just nice to be seen. So if you guys haven't checked out the IWCA show, it's coming up in Vegas next year, this time. But before that, the huge convention's coming up, and that is in Atlanta this year, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. And we are already like well past like where we were last year. I think we're into like June's numbers, but now, so it's going to be huge again. It's very cool. It's cool to see everybody. We're going to have to do some kind of contest too, because last year we were going to do something awesome just to get people interacting, and we didn't really pull it off. So we'll have to start.
It's so tough for you and I when we're there. It's just, we're busy. We're busy. We're working until nighttime, and I'm exhausted. At that point, we've talked all day long. We've been standing and pacing and tiptoeing back and forth all day long. I'm not 21 anymore, and I'm tired.
I was gonna say you feel old when you're doing it. That's for sure. What's up, Luke Rarier? Anyway, what's up? All the way from Australia. Hope things are all going good for you there. What's up, man? Yeah, but I like seeing my watch because my watch will tell me I've stood for like 22 hours or something. I'm like, how have I been awake for 22 hours? But that's the kind of...
with the watch, I'll say you really got to be like moving. It doesn't always recognize the stand. Like the other day, I literally stood all day and didn't hit my stand goal till like 9 p.m. I'm like, I've been standing for 12 hours straight.
You know what it is because you sit like this with your arms on the desk, and it registers as this, not that. So I have a stand-up desk. I have a chair, but I don't sit in the chair unless I'm like recording stuff. I'm not now.
Yeah.
So
I usually don't even I kind of forget to sit till like 2:30, then I'll take a quick break and get back up. Yeah.
That was very helpful, Kevin. If you just wore a tag so that people knew who you were.
I'm excited for that location next year, especially because it's downtown dirty Vegas. Fremont Street is gross. The Golden Nugget is like by far the nicest place there, but that area is awesome. It's just old and dirty.
Yeah, it's when you
and cheap, super cheap.
Yeah, actually, we did that as another conference. You were there, and I think the drinks there were getting like $2 drinks at one point.
You gotta go where the dirt is, man. That's where. That's where I flourish.
Yeah, old school Vegas, not like the new limo, fancy clubs and stuff. But you think the old were like, people were, just like that's like that downtown Vegas. It's
you're gonna see a fair amount of amputees, sweatpants.
Yeah, it's like a more to do New Orleans, basically.
Yeah.
Yes, Kevin, we're gonna have a booth there at IWCA. We haven't been to IWC in a while, but we're trying to get out to the people more, which it's just nice to be able to see people in real life. So that's why
it is important to stay in front of people.
Yeah. And by the way, if you're still here, go ahead and comment, say something in there. I really appreciate all you guys with your comments, but it is that time where Mr. Alex is going to show some quick gear real quick.
Yeah, we did a live yesterday on Facebook on these, and then an Instagram live this morning on the Maker. It's half screen. It's so hard to stay in frame. The Maker handy sleeve and 6-inch T-bar will combo.
Now put that up to the screen so you can see. Do you see the fuzzes? It's like backwards Velcro. It's like the crusty side of the Velcro, and it holds on to everything.
Yes. As you can see, I did some demo with this, and there is backing from a bronze or steel wool pad on there. That's going to stick on there. Let me show you. I have examples.
Look at that.
I'll do it this way so you can see. Boom.
I'm trying to stay in the middle at least.
and just put it on. The 4x9 fits great.
So good.
See that? If you do the 6x9, you'll have a lot more waist. Just do 4x9, and it's on there. Like,
wow,
it's really, really on there. Look at all that. So incredible sticking power. Your white pads, your walnut pads are going to stick on here great. Super aggressive. But this thing is typical maker, extremely well made. Marine grade snaps. They're not going to rust. They're not going to corrode. They're not going to pop off on you either.
Yeah.
I will say these are difficult to get on in a good way.
Yeah.
Once it's on, it is
for sure.
It's not even going to move. Once you have this in place, there's almost no play in it. That means while you're scrubbing or wiping, you're not going to have any back and forth. It's just right to the surface that you're wiping, scrubbing, cleaning. Doesn't matter. So, awesome little tool. Phenomenal.
Yeah. I'm really glad too that a new company has come out and it is quality made,
Absolutely.
It feels really good in your hand.
Yeah, and this will fit on any of your 6-inch T-bars you've got already. Really, only ones making 6-inch anymore are IPC Pulex and Sorbo, and now Maker.
Nice.
And they're really all extremely similar. You can tell they're all kind of coming out of the same place, more or less. So yeah, super simple.
Nice. They're actually in stock now. We've been talking about them for a while. They're available right now, so we can get any of that ordered for you.
Yes.
Kevin just said that he said, send me one of those bronze wool pads. Call me if you need any billing info. We'll get that in for you. You just need one pad. If you need extra stuff, let me know. I'll shoot you a text or something so we can talk back and forth, not on the channel, but we'll totally do it.
If you need like a water-fed pole wrapped with that bronze pad, let Josh know.
Yeah, for sure. And the comment that I can't put up, Luke, only because it mentions a product that we don't sell anymore. But yeah, unfortunately. But something, it's live and learn with equipment. You never know what you like until you try stuff, and that's kind of downside and pro. But go to events, and a lot of like the huge convention. There's so many exhibitors that you can try absolutely every product that's basically on the market. I mean, everything from glass renew, which you only see videos of, to poles. You can pick them up and touch them, and systems, and you can touch
surface cleaners.
What's that?
Surface cleaners, pressure washers.
The
hose. The amount of hose some of these vendors bring is insane. I forget which vendor, maybe it was Power Wash Store, maybe it was Michael Hinderleiter, PowerWash.com, literally brought a pallet of Flexzilla hose to the show like 2 years ago, and it just went like a literal pallet of hose.
Yeah, there are hose from different area codes there. You like that hippity hop reference?
I do, like in 1990.
Yeah. Speaking of hip hop reference, Chris was talking about the R. Kelly documentary. Have you seen it yet?
Mm-hmm. I have not. Surviving R. Kelly.
Yeah, it's like absolutely crazy. I still haven't watched it, but anyway, that's what we talked about. That's what you missed.
That was your car ride?
No. Well, that was it too. But we talked about that on the show on Tuesday when you were MIA.
So. Okay. I thought it was the long car ride.
No, that was good. I was talking to Kate, so Chris was trying
to normal conversation.
Yeah, he's trying not to be annoyed with me talking a lot. So
put those new AirPods in.
Yeah, he just didn't even have them in, but he's like, I gotta take this, and I'm like, you're not even taking a call. What do you don't talk on the phone? Anyone
who's ever at an event hung around John Lee, you could be mid conversation and you'll hear this like chirp, and John just goes.
It's so great. It's his priority for everything. It'd be like, do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded? And he would just like, yeah.
iPad comes out.
I feel horrible if I have to do that. My family's there. I'm like, I'm sorry. I gotta take this. I can't. I'm not to the point of just doing the one finger thing.
I love it.
Oh, it's so great. Real quick though, I saw the stuff in the background. I know why you have the X2 here because it is the 30th, meaning that deal is going on for one more day. Such a sexy system. And Luke, it actually works.
I'm bringing it down a little bit. My standing desk. Yeah, here it is. The X2. Oh, it's bulky. There we go. Look at the wall a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say once you're against the wall, it makes it a lot harder.
Double RO, stainless steel, cheap refillable DI, cheap replacement carbon filter on this thing. But in this month, the last 2 days of the month, you're gonna get the free oval 30-footer. Look at that oval, Josh.
So nice. You know what surprises me on this is that it is done as well. Like there's so many people that are buying this deal. Like this time of year, you'd think, oh, it's not gonna, it's a bad time for any sales. People don't have the cheddar, but people are planning. They're planning so hard this year. It's gonna be an epic year.
Totally.
Such a good looking. It won't be like that purple forever. I think the colors are changing. It wasn't supposed to be like a reddish like plum.
It is changing a little bit, the outside graphic here, yeah. But I mean, that's really, it's just for us.
So still so good. Now, if anybody wants to know specs on that real quick, just to nerd out, that is 3 times the water flow. You're pushing at 1.5 gallons out of the X2 as compared to like a Zero Pure or Tucker RODI or any of the regular single ROs. You get about 0.5 gallon. So it's doing 3 times the water flow, meaning you don't need a pump to go high. If you're in low water pressure, you don't need a pump. You don't need a pump to run multiple poles.
Lots of hose. You can go through a lot more hose with it. Yeah, it's designed to run 2 poles. That's where it's going to perform the best, is having it wide open. If you're only going to run 1 pole, I highly recommend running a rinse bar and even running the jets on the brush as well, just to get that water flow out of the unit. It's going to do it. It'll speed up the rinsing process. It'll speed up the cleaning, everything. It's excellent.
Yeah, and you can actually get quadra-jetted brushes also. So you're running 4 jets at one time plus the rinse bar, and you're just like hosing it down. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, think of that for solar.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Matthew. Matt Lynch says, "Why can't it be Christmas today?" Sorry. It can be.
It's over. We're through December through January.
No, it's Christmas today. If you call the number at the bottom of the screen with a credit card, I can I'll get you your present.
Or PayPal.
Yeah, or PayPal. There you go.
Bitcoin, whatever.
Yeah. So yes, Kevin, Squeegee Life podcast. There is a 10% off code. You just have to call me and say that you came from them, and a 0 poll. You can get that for 10% off. So definitely let me know on that. If you watched the Squeegee Life podcast, which was last night, not on our channel, but great guys that we.
Which one of us froze, Josh? Which one of us froze? So if you can hear me, yes, you can use that Squeegee Life 10% off. Just got to give Josh a call. That's it. Josh, come back to me. Well, Josh regroups his thoughts and holds that beautiful pose. We can go over the last deal, the oval for January. You get the micro, mini, tiny, micro version of the oval. You're going to get a free 10-foot extension, making it a 30-foot pole. There's the 10-foot extension. It simply slides right onto the bottom of this. So you get the 30-foot micro version. You're going to get a free 10-foot extension. Hey, is he back?
Different computer. This is what I have. Just a frozen computer. See that? So nice.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, hey, and we're still live though.
Yeah, that's good. That's
All
good.
kinds of technical
Sorry.
difficulties. So Josh, I
gotta
just over
pay
the
my
micro deal as well. So that's enough of the deal cramming. It is the end of the month though.
I know. Well, that's the thing that people don't realize either, is like that is when everything awesome happens, because we're at the end of our month and any stock that we want to have before the end of the month blown out is all on its way out. So
Totally. Totally. And bring on February, because that means spring is right around the corner.
I'm so ready. This winter has been, and it hasn't been a hard winter of like temperatures and snow and stuff. Like across the country, it seems like it hasn't. It's just been a sucky winter because for some reason it feels like it's going on for so long.
Yeah, completely agree. January is always kind of down the dumps. So bring on February.
Yeah. Another beard comment from Adam Schrader. They love the beard. I don't. Does your wife like the beard? Is that like, or does she hate it? Because most women hate facial hair.
She's indifferent, and
growing on it.
Sometimes I do stuff strictly to annoy her.
What? I've never done that for my wife ever. People don't know either, though. That beard for you is like you started that beard on like Tuesday. Like, I don't know what you're crossbred with, but like hyena or something. You and Chris both. I mean, you're like Homer Simpson. You ever seen that where he like shaves and like it goes and like grows right back? That quick. Yeah. I
did get my 23andMe results the other day, Josh, so I know what I'm made of now.
Does it say werewolf or anything in there? Or is it just Grecian, like, Lithuanian or something? Yeah. But Rusty's got a question. By the way, if you guys got questions, I would love to hear it. I love to talk. This is why we do those. Comment and let me know. But he says, what do you recommend for an entry-level water-fed pole and RODI system for residential work? First off, if you're talking residential, the micro is an awesome, awesome size. He's got one there. The size, now put it up to like, that's on the ground. It's so short size-wise. It works really, really well because you're doing a lot of, I'm in a bush. I'm, working upside down to try to get this window and stuff. So it's really.
All the micros can be broken apart, and they have an end defender on there. So you can use just as much or as little as you need, all the way down to just one section. You just need 3 sections. Take it off. You're good to go. So you're saving that weight. You're saving that bigger outer diameter. You don't need to carry all that with you with a micro.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of benefits to it. The X2, if it's just you, I wouldn't recommend going to X2. Unless you want to take advantage of the sale, fine. That's awesome. Definitely awesome. But you're paying a little bit more for that system, and it's a multi-user system. So you can go with regular Zero Pure. You can go with the Tucker RODI. Any of those standard systems are great for just a single-user RODI system.
Yeah, and always look for something with non-proprietary filters. That's why the Zero Pure or the Tucker RODI are great. It's not a big secret what the RO membrane is when you eventually have to change that. They're not that expensive. The DI is refillable. That's your more consumable filter. Mm-hmm. And the carbon filter is a $10 filter you can get at any big box store, hardware store, plumbing store. So
yeah, and where that really comes into play, you can save a couple dollars on some of the RODI systems that are proprietary. And there's nothing wrong with the systems. They have their place. But the downside is like buying a printer because they know they're going to get you kind of on the toner or ink. It's the same concept where carbon filter for a Zero Pure is about $10.48 to be specific. But then your carbon filter in, say, a proprietary system, not mentioning names, is a little bit bigger, but you're talking $110. So there's a big difference in filter costs. You get up to an RO. When those ROs go bad, you throw the system away and get a new one because it almost doesn't make sense to even replace all filters at one time. So there's benefits to non-proprietary like that.
Totally. And just for the reason you can get something on the fly, you know what I mean? Yeah. You get clogged, you get a new carbon filter right away. The DI resin, anyone can get your DI resin pretty quick.
Yeah, and for everybody who's watching, the biggest tip is if you're getting any flow issues, first check that pre-filter. It's going to 99% of the time be that pre-filter. To check it real quick, you shouldn't run them like this, but take that filter out, close it back up, run the system together for just a second without it. If it flows back up, it's that filter. Don't run it too long with that, though, because you want to get all the chlorine out before you get to the RO. But
and any sediment junk, you don't want to get clogged in the RO
because yeah, that's
not super expensive, but not cheap.
Yeah, no kidding. But that number on the bottom of the screen, Rusty, is my cell. Just shoot me a text like, "Hey, it's Rusty," and we can talk more after the show for sure and see what you need. But Mario, or as Chris calls him, Mario. What's going on, man? He says, what? And he wants to know how old. I think he's asking everybody, but how old are you?
I'm 35.
35. He's 36. I'm 38. I have to do the math real quick. So yeah, we're all about
weird.
I don't know why I never remember my age. But anyway, by the way, if you guys are watching, comment in there and tell us your age, because that's pretty interesting, actually. I like to see if there's more young people or older people kind of on there. There used to be.
When did you start cleaning windows? How old were you?
I started cleaning windows about 15 years ago. So, yeah, I know when you started, you were like 16 or 18, weren't you? Like
15.
You were 15? Wow. So, you know, if anybody knows, so Chris is older than you, even though you guys look like twins and are called each other's names all the time. By the way, he was called Alex quite a bit at the IWCA show.
Whenever anyone sees me, they call me Chris.
Yeah, that's how it goes. They're like, I got a 50-50 chance here. So, but yeah, so you started cleaning windows with him, and that was quite a while ago when you were 15. That's crazy. That seems like forever ago, doesn't it?
20 years.
My daughter brought this to me. She said something about 1980, and she goes, oh, 1980 was 40 years ago. I was like, oh, wow. No, that's horrible. 1980 is 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're all getting old. We're all going to be the dinosaurs we talked about in the past. You know that?
Eventually. Dude, I don't know about TikTok. I don't know about what's it on?
Yeah.
Snapchat. I'm with the boomers on Facebook.
Do you wear glasses yet? Do you have to wear like reading glasses, or you're like, good?
I got it once for like night driving, and the prescription was so weak it made like no difference. I was like, I don't need them.
I'm in front of a computer, you know, I'm in front of a computer for 13 hours every day, and just to like draw in my eyes, I have to wear glasses. But I feel super old when I'm putting them on, and so I can look at my computer screen. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Adam Schrader just said, get off the lawn. Joke's on you, Adam. You have lawns in Arizona, so.
Get off my rock garden, sucker.
Yeah. Leave my scorpions alone. I don't know what the old people say there, but so bad. You know, the last show we were at, I met a kid. Well, not kid. That just made me sound old there, but he looked like he was like 12. I mean, I thought he was like somebody's kid that was running the business with. The guy was like 23 years old, and I'm like, oh, man. You look so young, like the world hasn't chewed you up and spit you out yet. You just,
dude, that's like Mike the Glass Guy. He's 24 years old. He does glass installation, auto and home, and he has a window cleaning business.
And he skates. Like I always see like his videos where he's like kick flipping over something. I'm like, what? Be careful. Oh, he's young. He still bounces. Like, yeah.
24. That is awesome.
You know, you all say it, but wish you would have started young. Like these guys that are getting into this, they get it. Like this is their career forever. Like they're done. Like you don't have to bounce around jobs. I mean, how many jobs? Well, you guess you're one of those, but I've had like multiple jobs, right? Like as your kid, like I worked at Blockbuster Video. For people who are old, know what that actually is. I worked at a movie theater. You know, like all these things where then all of a sudden I found window cleaning, and that was it. For these young kids who are getting in at like 18, 20, there's people who start in the summers when they're still in high school, and they're like, this is great. Like instead of doing all this, as soon as they get out of high school, they start building this company. And there's people with companies before they even like start working on them full time because they've been going to school. Like it's crazy.
And they don't have college debt.
Yes, yes. I know people also who drop out of college because they do this, and they're like, the job I want starts at like, you know, $17.50 an hour, but I'm making $55 an hour doing this, and I can
come out owing 20 to 100 grand.
Yeah, yeah. Crazy.
Totally.
Window cleaning resource said all products. It was random.
Just spam.
Just yeah. I'm not quite sure what that is, but yeah, that's, I mean, it's great. It's really, really awesome that the young people are getting into it, because here's the thing too, is when we started, and really when you guys started WCR, it was old people doing it. And there was like this weird gap. You remember, like there was a gap between like you were in your 50s and you were in your 20s. Like there was this gap where just people didn't exist and nobody talked. And it was this you know, it was weird. And now it's this whole young movement generation. Guys that, I mean, look at this. These are stickers, you know, there's Mike the Glass guy. You know, there's Luke. Guys got cool stickers and hip. We're wearing window cleaning shirts. Like the whole.
It just wasn't a thing.
No, it's just changed so much where I'm proud to be in the industry. And I know a lot of guys are. They're just proud to be in an industry now where, you know, you can tell people and you know the industry and you talk to other guys and it's not like this weird kind of like hidden thing anymore. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's like there's cool window cleaning videos out there. Like, are there cool plumber videos? Like, must be out of this pipe.
Yeah, some big, you know, big bearded guy, and he's like, "Today we're gonna unclog a toilet," and it goes into some cool like techno music, you know, like, and it slows down and fisheye lenses. You don't know.
Yeah, we're installing garbage disposal.
Doesn't sound as well. We clean bird poop off windows, so I guess somehow we made it cool. But I don't think that industries are like this, though. When you talk about,
I just read a comment. I'm sorry.
I just was reading that at the same time. But yeah, it's I don't think. I mean, you could call somebody now in your area and be like, "Yo," like friends, and be like, "I need some equipment to get this going." And I don't know that there's that kind of camaraderie at these other, you know, in other organizations, other industries. I just don't know if it's there.
Yeah.
Somebody just flew the window cleaning. Put the comment up.
I thought it was Chris.
Yeah. Jay Murphy hashtag Where's Jay says I have a Ben Hanks neck. Ben Hanks
neck tattoo. For some, it says neck tattoo. There it is.
It's flowing. There we go.
So now, is it a picture of Ben Hanks, like a mural neck tattoo, or is it like?
I don't even care if it's
one that you got the same thing.
Yeah, someone needs to make a Ben Hanks like Photoshop picture of them with a Ben Hanks like neck tattoo. Do that and email it to me.
Like Steve-O-esque, a Steve-O tattoo.
You know, he's got that like look with his like missing teeth and everything. Yeah. There's another guy. I'm not going to mention names, but he's back on like pro window cleaning. Another infamous internet troll. So you could tell it's winter when I saw his name pop up. We'll talk after. I'll let you know. Yeah. As a moderator, it's very hard to see one of those trolls come up and not just click the button like, but then I get yelled at. Richie Blue said, plant watering, it's actually a thing. There are people that service businesses that need their indoor plants watered. Crazy, huh? Yeah, I talked about that once. I was brought up by one of my property managers whose plant chick was leaving. And he told me the numbers. It is crazy. They walk around, they pull like dead leaves off, they water it, they pick the dirt so you don't just have like a gross indoor plant. And then they change them out so they have like a little greenhouse where they like, you know, bring in poinsettias for
them. And
yeah. So like there's always new ones. You can't have dead plants. It helps liven up the people who are working there, but yet it just makes the thing look good. It's crazy that that's an industry, but there's totally a bunch of money in that for sure.
It's cool.
Jake, what's up, man? He said, "What's up, guys? I like your butterfly wings in your profile picture." It's so little I can't tell if that's you or not, but awesome. Johnny said, "I am also in auto detailing, and you would be surprised how much these two industries are the same." Yeah. Auto detailing is another one of those where they can make some cool videos where, you know, pressure washer porn, you kind of heard that term, where it's like, you know, really cool, nice. Yeah. They do that in carpet cleaning, especially auto detailing, where they get into like gross, nasty cars and they're sucking the stuff out. In a car seat, which you wouldn't think is dirty, they're sucking out just this mud. It's crazy. It's crazy. But thanks for hanging out. I'm glad you're in the industry there, Johnny. Jay Murphy has promised me in writing that he's going to do a neck tattoo and get that to me. So
you should do it at the Huge. A few of us will chip in and pay for your neck tattoo.
You can actually get printed ones that are like temporary tattoos, but you can get it of anything. And what they are is so that if you want to get a tattoo, you can actually wear a tattoo for like 2 to 4 weeks and see if you like where it's at before you get the real thing. You can get that printed as Benji, you know, some like fisheye lens, and then you can wear that, but then you have to deal with 2 weeks of wearing Benji on your.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, but Ryan Larson, one of the OGs, what's up, by the way, said horticulture. Yeah. So horticulture goes right into that plant watering. I wish call her the plant chick. I don't know. But there was so much money. The guy said that in all of his buildings had it, and she was completely booked out. Wasn't taking on new clients, but she was retiring.
Mm-hmm.
The building that she was in was getting $1,400 a month for her to go through. Was like once every 2 days or something. She would go through and with her little cart and like spray water, and then like.
I guess you gotta rake the dirt up, so it just doesn't look like all like
and it
saturating.
Yeah, like they do it just so that the plants look new and fresh, and you don't have dead stuff, which totally makes sense. $1,400.
You really got to know what you're doing, though. Like that is horticulture. It's it's gonna be some schmuck who's just spraying and pruning and
And there's got to be like certain plants that do really well. Like if one dies, she just goes to
some need light, some don't need light.
Yeah, and then like keeping a greenhouse full of poinsettias or whatever probably is not terribly fun either. But yeah, it's no kidding. I think she might have charged for they called it holiday arranging or something. But anyway, that's one building. Imagine if you did all that. No wonder she was like a little like retired lady just going around like keeping plants up. Crazy. The amount of stuff you can do to actually make money is crazy. I mean, who would have thought you could clean bird poop off windows and make as much money as we do? So
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I got.
Yeah. Deal wise, one more time. The X2 is done. Today is the last. Tomorrow's the last day. Maybe it'll make it tomorrow. Just think of it as today being the last day. X2, you got the X2, comes with hose, TDS meter, all the stuff for that, plus the zero oval pole, full 30-foot carbon fiber pole. I'm telling you, it is absolutely awesome. It's a killer package. It is a $900. Somebody said I was lying. It is an $899 pole that you can get for absolutely free if you get the X2. So it's definitely worth doing. So.
And it ships free too.
And it ships free. That is the micro version also on a separate deal. Micro is out with the universal extension, another of the oval series. If you want the oval one and you hate spinning, it's an awesome pole to check out. And finally, wait, one more. There it is. Yeah, the Maker handy sleeve, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, the handy sleeve. It's out. It's finally here and available, and it's actually super rigid, super awesome. You can put any type of thing that sticks to Velcro on there, like any of the pads. We sell bronze roll with a white backing pad. We have walnut
towels, all that stuff.
Everything. Now you don't have to use a fixie clamp, which is a good idea. It's just a little cumbersome. Now you can just have that on, pull it out of your belt, slap a towel on, and you're detailing. Pretty awesome. Good job to make the products. You guys do great with that. My number's on the screen. Make sure to go and text me, call me, whatever. It's like a virtual high five. Let me put in your orders. Cost you nothing extra to have a rep, and I want to genuinely be your rep. Also, Alex's favorite day today. Tomorrow is Nation Day. He loves Thursday because he's so excited for WCR Nation. But if you have something that you want to watch, listen to, WCR Nation, a podcast for window cleaners, coming out tomorrow. Comes out every Friday. So go and listen to that. Ryan Larson listens to it. Well, at least he used to. I don't know if he still does, but I'm just gonna say he does. But either way,
Josh sends me all these fake positive reviews for Nation. I love it.
I know. I really thought about what I get. In a week, I probably get 10 to 20 like people just be like, "Yo, I love it. I found it. I'm binging, whatever." And it's so awesome, so rewarding to have people actually. And I want to just put them all on a page and start saying them to you, just because I know how much you like Nation. But
I love it.
But either way, it's coming out. Check it out anywhere podcasts are available and on YouTube. It'll go out live tonight. Make sure to go and follow all of our social media. Also, I have my own individual page. The Window Cleaning Resource has their own individual page. Follow it all. See all of our deals, specials, but also some fun and cool stuff. Make sure to check us out on Instagram. And until next week, Tuesday, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for taking back the position from Chris.
And follow T Squeegee on YouTube. Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe
to Life Podcast
on Wednesdays. Yeah. Now there's a little bit more swearing than we do, but it's like he said last night, it's the opposite side of us. Like it's a bunch of guys cleaning glass. Like how you talk on a job site is exactly his podcast. It's a lot of fun. Make sure to definitely check that out.
Totally.
Cool.
And yes, you can use this system with an Unger pole. You can use any pole with it. Hit me up.
Yeah, it is very easy to go back and forth with it too. So they're all universal. Everything's plugged in garden hose wise. The quick connects all work. Switch it in. Very, very easy. So
Totally.
very cool. Awesome. Thanks, Alex.
You got it, buddy.
All right, man. We'll see ya.
Laters.